Hi, my name is Bill Bradley. I'm an extreme endurance athlete, and this is my motivational video. The topic of today's video is live your life in waves. Have you ever or are you in a period of time in your life where maybe you're bored with it, or maybe you're depressed, which is even worse? I mean, a bored and depressed life, that's horrible. I've gone through periods of that. We all think we want to live the, make all this money, have this comfortable life, and be up here and just live this life of luxury, maybe from one 5-star resort to another or something like that, and just have massages all the time and be up here. Well, I'll tell you, I've had periods of time where I've done okay with money, and I've done some of that stuff. And if you're up here, then pretty soon you kind of get bored with it, and you start going down. When you're bored, you start going down, and then you can get into depression, and then you can come down and crash and burn. It's just, and that's like you're trying, so you think, oh yeah, I want to be up here, I want to be up here. Well, you can't just stay up here. You're going to get bored, or you're going to get depressed, or both, and you're going to go down and crash and burn. And so I've had that happen. I've definitely had that happen. So what I try and do now is I try and live my life in waves like this. So I'm always looking for the next challenge. I'm absolutely always looking for the next challenge. I'm going to give you an example here. So obviously, we talked about this numerous times, but I'm training for the English channel. It's my 6th attempt at the English channel. Definitely makes me very, very nervous. So like I said, you got this. When you're up here, you're up here, let's say you just did an event, a challenge, you started some new business, you did something, finished some big schoolwork assignment or so, presentation, and then you feel good for a while, then you start to get bored, and you start to come down. And then what you got to do, now you're here at neutral. Well, what I recommend then is come up with your next challenge. You got to come up with your next challenge. So even though, because my English channel is out there 2 months, I have my last big swim coming up. And this one scares the crap out of me. So, you want to be up here, you're living in you're basking in your glory after you did something, and then you start going down, and then you get yourself really, really nervous down here, really nervous, depends how big of an event it is for you, or how far it's out of your comfort zone, and then you go down there, then you do it, and you start coming back up, and then if you finish it, you come up here, and then you live in that glory again, and then you start going back down again. So what I did right now is I'm in this part. I'm kind of going down. I just had a great swim last weekend. It was a really challenging one at altitude, and so I'm kind of coming down now after having a solid one of that. And now I got a swim coming up, which is it's called the halfway buoy. So we have out in California here by San Francisco, we have what we call the Farallon Islands. That's where all the big white sharks hang out. and so I'm going out halfway to there, and I'm going to swim back into San Francisco Bay. It'd be somewhere between a 10 or 13 mile swim. It's called the halfway buoy, and we're going to come in and then come back into San Francisco Bay. This really has me nervous. Not many people have gone out that far to swim out here, probably because of the great whites, plus the swells can get to be, if the wind kicks up, the swells can get to be 20 feet high, and they're breaking at the top. They can break at the top. I've heard stories of all this. But I couldn't stand it. I got to have that, I got to have that challenge. I got to make myself nervous. We were having a hard time getting a boat, but I'm like, we got to find a boat because I got to do this. I have to have this challenge. I got to feel that thing where you're down here and you're so nervous that you can't stand it. So then you go up. And even if, let's say I don't make it all the way, or, it gets really too rough out there or something, even if I go up part ways, and come down, it's still a great, great feeling. So, so what I want you to do is look for your next challenge. Get out there. What can I do? I'm in this bored, depressed life. I need a challenge. I need something that's going to make me nervous. The more nervous, the better. You get way down here. I'll tell you, get way down here and you're scared crapless. And then if you can work your way all the way up, and you're in the middle of that event, or just after you finish it, probably after you finish is where you hit the high. And you're right up here. That's the bomb. That's what you want to do. That's what life's all about. Life is all about the wave. The wave. You got to have the wave. You can't just do this. Massage after massage after massage. Boredom, depression, crash and burn. See it all the time with the rich and famous people who commit suicide and you can't even understand why, because they got everything. Because they're not living the wave. You got to live that wave. Anyway, live the wave! If you're interested, you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. If you have a question for me, please put it in the YouTube comment section. Also, put comments in the YouTube comment section. And if you'd like me to talk to your team, your group, your company, your organization, email me at epicbillbradley@gmail.com and we will get you out some information. Thank you very much.